Okay, John, how you doing? I got your iteration up here, your latest, and I just want to say that this hasn't changed since I my last critique, and also I'll be reviewing. This will be a review for you because this is the same piece that I critiqued in grading, so the comments here will be the same. It looks like you haven't gotten to that. So I'll just recap that. But at any rate, let's start with the cover. I think the cover is you're trying. It really looks like you're trying to hide your typography. It looks like you're taking your typography and putting it all away in a private place and closing the door. And I really think that because you have it inside a box, inside another box, and then somehow you've got these vertical, these horizontal, these really tight horizontal lines incorporated into the um, composition. I don't see a conceptual reason for that. So right now, all I'm seeing, and don't take this as it's a derogatory word, but it's a term that we use in visual communications. It's called visual noise. And this is definitely visual noise because number one, it doesn't seem to serve a conceptual purpose. Number two, it's when you present lines really close like this, a series of lines, you get what's called a vibration effect, and it clearly affects the way we see typography. If you want an example of what I mean, just open up your type and stare at this area right here for about 15 seconds, and then look away. And anything you look at, you're going to be seeing this, including if you look at this for a couple seconds, then you look at your type, you're going to be seeing this. So this is counterintuitive. It's actually working against you in this particular composition. I would remove those. I would also remove this box, and I would try to establish a typographic relationship between the letter forms themselves and the background. Okay, let me give you an example. Here's an example right here. This is Pollen's piece. And that's an example of what I'm talking about. Instead of trying to box everything up and hide it away in boxes that are inside of other boxes that are inside of other boxes, let it have a relationship with its background. Here's another example. This one, and then there was another one. This is a gorgeous one right here. Do you see how it has a breathing relationship with its background as opposed to trying to be all boxed up and hidden away. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. That would be my recommendation. My recommendation would try to form some sort of a harmonious typographic composition, just using the type here and the background itself. Okay, let's take a look at this piece and then the back of the piece. And this is where I would say that this is where the review is going to come in, because I'm going to just kind of go over what I said in grading so that those of your classmates that are watching along, this will make sense. So we have this basically this 2-column grid. I think that your character count is too long and your type is at such a size and the leading is tight and the kerning is tight. So right now you're asking a lot of your viewer. You're asking your viewer to read probably, which is well over 100 characters, then go all the way back to this line, start over, do the same thing, and then again and again and again and again and again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 paragraphs. I'm going to tell you something, John. Your viewer is going to go like this. Your viewer is going to go, yeah, I'm not going to read that. It looks too hard. And the reason being is because we understand as readers, we know what happens by the time we get to the 4th or 5th line. Our eyes are exhausted because we've gone all through here, then all the way back here, find your spot, start over again, do it again. By the time you get to the 4th or 5th line, your eyes are done. They're just done. They're tired, like they've lifted weights and they just want to rest. So they're gonna rest. So that I think is something that needs to be a little bit opened up in terms of leading, kerning, and maybe even type size. I think this type size is pretty small. I'll bet you're around 10 here, which is pretty small for 11 and a half by, or 17 by 11. Okay, the type wrap itself, sure, it works great on the left margin of the right column because that's a flush straight margin, but it doesn't work so well on the right margin of the left text box because that's rag right, and you get all these weird little jagged little relationships. I never liked the way that looked. I would consider replacement of the image so that you don't have that effect. The next thing I would do is I would take this hang line right here. I draw a guide right there's your hang line. Start your type right down there. Open up that space right there. Take the whole type box, leave your head there, move it down to about here. So you have this nice area, breathing area. Then what I would do is I would remove these lines. Okay, place your year above the act. Okay, then below the X, start your bullets. That way it doesn't matter how many lines of type you have, they'll still all reside under the bullet, which resides under the year. So you won't have this effect right here where it goes like this. It goes then it goes down like that, then it goes up like that, then it goes down like that, then it goes straight across. They'll all be even if you do it with the year on top, the bullet, and then the words. Okay, and then these right here are just kind of fragmenting off into nowhere, kind of no man's land, just creating like these silos for apparently no reason. So that's really visually stressful, creates a lot of question marks. I would address that area as well. Other than that, I'd say you're looking good. If you have any questions, comments, or anything else, please let me know. All right, good job. Thank you.